So, Ron, you're making $7,000 per month right now on YouTube. Tell us, how did you get here?
Yeah, so basically I started around, I think 18 months ago. I was doing e-commerce back then, but I really wanted a different income stream that was like more digital, online, and that can be outsourced. So I stumbled upon like YouTube automation, or basically hiring freelancers that can create videos for you. So I started doing that like 18 months ago. I first started out doing like the normal way of YouTube, which is making entertainment videos and hoping that YouTube will push your videos to a specific audience. I've tried that for like 6 to 9 months. I was spending around $200 each video, and it totally flopped. So I thought I lost about 5K. And then I was like, okay, I know you can make money on YouTube, but I need to use a different strategy. And basically, around that time, I also stumbled upon a different strategy with YouTube, which is basically focusing your videos on search traffic. So you make videos people actually look for. And from there, I'm starting to get some results because I was not reliant on the YouTube algorithm, like finding my audience or pushing my videos to a specific audience. But I was just looking at the YouTube search bar, like, hey, what kind of topics or keyword phrases are people actually looking for on YouTube? So I started out with very simple videos like how to delete your Instagram account, how to change your WhatsApp profile picture, that kind of stuff. And the benefit of these videos, I was able to outsource them for like not that much money. So compared to like $200 a video, I was now paying around $2 to $3 per video because the videos are very short and simple. And then I basically scaled up production, and yeah, that's basically how I ended up here. Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Okay. So the main takeaway for us listening is that instead of going the traditional YouTube automation approach where you're creating these viral videos, publishing them and hoping that YouTube is gonna show these videos to, a lot of people, instead you say, okay, YouTube is a marketplace, right? And people search on YouTube just like on Google for anything all the time, right? How to change your profile picture on Instagram, how to do X, how to do Y, right? You've probably listening or watching to this, you've been searching something today or yesterday, right? So the main idea is that instead of doing these videos that get pushed, instead you say, okay, this is a marketplace, there is demand, there's supply. So why don't we take a look at this landscape and see what is it that people are looking for where they cannot find an answer to their question. Let's say that you would like to change your profile picture on Instagram, right? And then you look at it on YouTube and you can't find a video that satisfies your request. So what we do is we make a video like that, we publish it, and then the YouTube algorithm promotes that video to the top of the search results. So now every time you and people like you searching for that topic, click on our video, and that's when we make money, because when you click and watch our video, we make money. And there's, of course, more to it, which we're going to get in a second too, which is called affiliate marketing. But that's a little bit more advanced further down this video.
yeah, exactly. And like the biggest benefit is like, of course, I first started doing like the entertainment way of YouTube, but I really underestimated the way, like how much you need to know about storytelling, video editing, thumbnail design. You need to understand the packaging of a video, what makes a good title, what makes a good thumbnail. And like if you look at professionals like Mr. Beast, I think Mr. Beast, before he blew up, I think he was doing YouTube for already 8 years or something, like when he was really young. And only after 8 years, he was able to crack the code. And I've seen like since I'm doing YouTube for a while now, I've talked to many different YouTube automation experts, and they all have like a background of YouTube that's like multiple years long before they blew up. So if you're a beginner and you want to make money on YouTube, then using search traffic or like searchable content is the way to go if you just want to build a stable income. So let's say you want to quit your 9 to 5 or have like a 3 to 5K a month extra side income, then building or creating these cheap tutorial videos can give you a very stable income, because people always look for specific solutions every single day. So there's the biggest benefit is you're also not reliant on going viral each time, which by the way brings also a lot of pressure on like the regular YouTubers, because they need to create that new big viral video idea to get money again, which puts like pressure on them. Like it looks nice
Yeah.
on the outside, but if you look behind the scenes, it's not a like really relaxing business.
Yeah, it's
While
pretty
with
stressful.
well, with the search strategy, we just pick the data from YouTube and have other people make our videos, and we just know a big chunk of the videos will rank, and that's where we will earn our money. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a way to go.
Yeah. So let's kind of back up here for a second. And I want to tell you, the person who is just tuning in, watching or listening to this on YouTube or on Spotify, first and foremost, hello, I'm George. This is Ron. Ron is from the Netherlands. I am from Finland. And we've decided to record this little video today to tell you our stories of how we got to, $5,000 to $7,000 per month in sort of passive income with YouTube automation. You can put it this way, right? So there are multiple things involved. There's ad revenue, monetizations, affiliate marketing, right? So let's take it step by step. And I want to first take you back about 5 years ago or 4 years ago when I first began with YouTube just as a creator. I was inspired and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make videos. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. So I started making these videos. And of course, I was copying what other successful YouTubers were doing, right? However, I was not going too far, right? My knowledge about YouTube and understanding how things are working was absolutely zero. So I really had to learn it the hard way. Now, I've created over 100 videos, right, with like little or no success. I was editing them myself. I was staying up late. I was putting in a lot of work, right? And nothing was working. I was getting like, 100 views per video. It's, by the way, my main channel. You can
You
go
made
check it
many
out.
videos, by the way. You have a lot of videos.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple. Yeah.
if you go to my channel, George Vlasiev, it's my name. If you click oldest, you can see all of my old videos that I was doing. I was back in drop shipping back then in e-commerce, right? So anyway, point is, really nothing worked. Like I did it the hard way, but a couple of videos did work, right? And by working, I mean that they took a while to get views, but once they started getting views, they really started to accumulate views. Some of my videos have like over 50, 60,000 views right now. And those videos have generated thousands of dollars in ad revenue and also additional income through, other monetization sources such as, consulting services, digital products, etc. Right? So how did I get, from there to here, from nothing working to now, having a podcast together with Ron where we talk about making money on YouTube and living this digital nomad lifestyle, right? So what happened is I met a friend of mine, right? And he was already being very successful with YouTube, right? He was already making over $30,000. And I asked him because I was also starting, I stumbled upon the idea of YouTube automation and it really intrigued me. Oh, you can make these videos without a face and you can just outsource it, right? Get revenue. But I started in the make money online niche, just like Ron did, right? That's
Yeah.
how we kind of
I do want-
connected. and nothing worked, like the videos didn't get pushed. And then my friend tells me a little secret. And he was like, dude, look at your top performing videos. What is the one thing that is consistent among those videos? I'm like, I don't know. The titles are different. The topics are different. He's like, look at where the traffic, the views are coming from. Because on YouTube, there are different traffic sources. And when I looked across them, there's one thing that stood out. And it was called search traffic, which basically means that we just explained that, you get most of your traffic or all of your traffic on all your videos from people searching on YouTube, right? Using it as a search engine and then clicking and viewing your video, right? And when he told me that, the world and my eyes opened up because I was like, this is how you make money.
Yeah, but the realization happened for you pretty late. I think also 1.5 years ago, right? Because you were full into browse or like the general way of doing YouTube first as well. But when you made the switch, things changed. Like, could you maybe talk a little bit more about that?
Yes. So then when I realized that the search thing, right, this is what I need to do, then I started looking at my channel and video creation and, YouTube differently. I stopped thinking about what I want to make and I started looking at what are people looking for, and hey, let me make the videos that people are actually looking for. And that's when my income started to climb. And that's when I really started to learn a lot more. And of course, Ron and I, we were also doing this podcast. So basically, yeah, like we've talked about, what happened is I learned how to find the different ways to look what people are searching for in YouTube. And by the way, if you're thinking about how to do it, the easiest way to go about this is to open YouTube in an incognito tab. Okay. And the search bar, right, is the most powerful thing there is to this whole game. Okay. Because the YouTube bar has something which is called suggestions. Okay. So let's say you type in something like, YouTube how to, right? Or let's say you type in Instagram how to. YouTube will give you predictions or suggestions of what other people are looking for. And this tells you directly that there is demand for that, right? And like the laws of economics say, whenever there's demand, there should be supply, right? It's the basic law of economics. So this is the rules in the game that we're playing, right? We're looking for what there is demand for, and then we say, okay, how much competition there is. If there's not too much competition and we think that we can fit into that market and serve the audience, that's exactly what we do. Ron, talk to me about video production, content creation, setting up the teams. You're the machine, you're the Upwork legend. Tell me, how do I go from never hiring anyone online to being like, man, this is what I want to do? I want to get into the YouTube space. I want to hire some people from over. Like, come on, just tell me everything you know. Spill everything.
So basically, what attracted me at first with the YouTube automation model was like you can outsource everything. So whole video production, you don't need to lift your own finger or like put play on the camera or film anything yourself. That's what I like. Like have other people do the work. No, I do other stuff. But like the filming didn't attract me. So what you can do with this business model is, as I said before, you can outsource video production for a pretty low price because the videos itself don't need to be of very high production quality. You need to produce like a video that gives the viewer the right solution. So it's mostly solution focused. And how you can outsource this whole video production process is you find yourself a video creator, which is basically someone that can make a video tutorial for you. And you can find those, for example, on Upwork.com or other websites with freelancers. You make a simple job post, say, hey, I'm looking for a video creator for simple how-to tutorials. The only thing they need is a decent mic, a computer to record from, or maybe also a cell phone to record from, because certain apps are only available on your phone. And then you have them record a tutorial video as quickly, like as best as possible, no fluff, so not talking around the bushes. Just provide the solution with decent audio. Like you, of course, need to be able to understand what the steps are. And then you have a video that you could already publish to YouTube, but like YouTube is still also a very visual platform. So thumbnails also matter. What you then can decide to do as a next step is hire a thumbnail designer for like 50 cents per thumbnail, $1 per thumbnail, something like that, which will create a nice thumbnail for your tutorial video. And all with all, like with all the costs together, maybe $2 to $3, you're done. And you have your first video published, which will over time rank if you've done properly keyword research. And the way how to manage this the workflow, this team, like we have whole, like we can make a whole separate episode for this, but like that's the basics. So it's not that complex.
So you're talking about proper keyword research. Can you emphasize, because I'm hearing that that's a pretty important thing to learn and to do. So what is that?
It's like what you said, like with the YouTube search bar, you can actually see what people are looking for. Well, if you are going to make videos about something random because you find it interesting, like you can do that, but it's much, much better if you have actually data backing it up. So if you actively see people looking for certain keywords in the search bar, and you actually also like search yourself on that keyword, and you can see the top ranking videos are, let's say, getting 100,000 views, and the video at the top is like 1 year old, you just know people are actively looking for this keyword. And that's the most important thing. Like you need to make videos people are looking for. So the way you find these keywords, there are many, many different methods for this, like many different tools, which can also be fully dedicated to a different episode. But like that's the key, like finding the golden nuggets of keywords like that you can make videos about, you know? And that's a whole process you can pretty much learn yourself in at least a couple weeks.
Yeah, and it's a skill in itself, and there different tools available, etc. But the main thing you need to understand is that you use the YouTube search bar, right? And then you use your creativity. You use like something like Google Trends, right? Or some other tools where you go about and you say, okay, well, what can we create content about? Now, when it comes to you picking the content, right? Sooner or later, you're going to come across the realization, okay, well, for every piece of content that I'm producing, how can I maximize my earnings, right? Because that's what we want to do, right? We don't just want to create the content for the sake of creating the content. We want to create it for the sake of making that juicy moolah, right?
Yeah, but
So,
this we stumbled upon this extra income stream also later as well. Like
yes,
for the listener, this is not something we like what came out of nowhere. Like if you actually look back, like from the first episode, like this podcast
yes.
going on for like 1.5 years, this is like all our knowledge condensed in one episode. But go ahead, what's the extra revenue stream you got here, George?
Hey, quick pause on the podcast. If you're ready to take action and learn how to make money on YouTube, make sure to check out our private YouTube Business Academy community. The link is down in the description. All right, back to the episode. Yeah, so this might sound like a lot to you, like Ron said, because we've basically been learning in the public, right? If you go back and you rewatch our old episodes, right? You can see us growing up and maturing and learning more and more. So, like Ron said, yes, everything we've learned over the past, many years of being on YouTube, on creating content is all condensed here, right? So, what I'm about to tell you, it's a little bit more advanced, but this, in my opinion, is a very smart way to go about content creation for the fact that it basically increases your earning for the piece of content that you create, right? A little bit more advanced, but at the same time, high risk, high reward type of videos, okay? Kind of content. So
Let's keep it
what I'm
simple.
talking, huh?
Let's keep it like explain it in a simple way, yeah.
So what I'm talking about is called affiliate marketing. Now, maybe you have heard about affiliate marketing and you're like, oh, yeah, I know what it is. Maybe you don't. So, just quickly, what is it? Basically, you promote other people's products or services, right? And then it's called performance marketing. So that means that you get paid only on the performance of your work, right? So if, for example, I say, hey, you know, are you interested in creating a Shopify store? If so, click my link down in the description, right? And sign up to Shopify. Let's say that you click my link, you sign up, right? And then you pay for Shopify. So when you pay for Shopify, I'm going to get a commission. And my commission, well, in this case with Shopify specifically, is going to be 200% of how much you paid. So let's say that you paid, $59 for your first month. Well, I'm going to get approximately $120 in commission for your action, right? Because I referred you to Shopify, right? So that's called referral marketing, affiliate marketing. That's how it is, right? So why is affiliate marketing such a good idea when it comes to YouTube automation, specifically searchable content, what we are basically preaching? Well, because there are different types of search terms. Okay, this is what we're going after. So there's, let me actually Google this. Types of search terms. So if you Google this, you will find SEMrush. So there are 4 types of different keywords. So there is informational search terms. This is searches that want to find information. There is navigational search terms, which are searches that want to find a specific site or page. There are commercial. So these are searches that want to investigate a brand, a product, or services, right? So this is what we are kind of looking for. And there are transactional searches, right? So these are searches that want to complete an action, like make a purchase, right? The pricing information, etc. So these are the 4 different types of keywords there are. And what we are after is we're after, with affiliate marketing, after the commercial and the transactional keywords, right? The transactional are a little bit more complicated and harder from my experience, but the commercial ones, those are great. For example, let me give you an example of what is a commercial keyword. Best monitors for gamers or best soundbar for PC, right? Matter of fact, if you search on YouTube best soundbar for PC, most likely you will see my face there on a thumbnail. And that's one of my videos that I made and is now generating me money, right? So what the idea behind that video is that when people search, they click, and then I say in the video, hey, by the way, all the products that I have mentioned in this video are down in the description of this video, right? So, and then when they click and they shop on Amazon, I make a commission. So that's a little bit more complex. you
Yeah,
you
it's more.
also do affiliate marketing.
Yes, I do it as well. And like it's basically with every kind of keyword, you attract a specific audience. And like you can also work the other way around. So instead of looking for YouTube for on YouTube for your keywords, you can also look at affiliate programs and make keywords around it. So let's say also like banks, for example. Banks want a customer because they know once a customer is with a specific bank, they will stay for a long time because not everybody is switching bank every year. So let's say how to open. You have a keyword that is like how to open a bank account on Revolut. Revolut is a digital bank. You will
Yep.
get paid a lot of money. First of all, if you get people to that specific video about that keyword, but you will get extra money if you have a link about Revolut in your description where people can open your bank account. And because people or because Revolut or any bank pay a lot of money to acquire new customers, they also pay you a lot of money if you're able to send someone to their services. So it's basically extra money. You're already doing the work in terms of keywords. You're already making the videos. And then affiliate marketing is like a cherry on top, while over time it could be even way more in terms of earnings. Like you can earn a couple $1,000s with just 800 views, for example, on the video, because you target such a specific keyword with a high value audience, basically.
Yeah. And if you think about it, if you look at all the big YouTubers out there, right? What's the one thing they have in common? They have some kind of a way or some kind of a business, right, outside of YouTube that they're building by leveraging their YouTube traffic or attention or the eyeballs, whatever you want to call it, right? So think Mr. Beast, Feastables chocolate. Think Ryan Trahan, he's selling candy. Think Colin and Samir or Ali Abdal, they're selling what? Education programs, right? So everybody is building some kind of a business outside of YouTube, right? But they're leveraging YouTube to drive the traffic or to get the attention, which then fuels their business, right? So, by the way, talking about banks, there is a bank called Wise. I happen to have a bunch of videos about Wise, and I don't know if you can see this or not. It's a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this? Come on, focus. There we go. You
Yeah,
can
it's
see
cool.
that I get deposits by Wise of 90 euros. So Wise is sending me 90. These are all 90 euros. You can see right there. So Wise has sent me already like more than 2,000 euros. And it's pretty funny. I just, they send me an email. Hey, you have more money available. And I'm like, great. I log into the app, claim reward, bam, plus 90 euros.
Yeah. And
It's
that's
a
just
bank that gives you money.
yeah, yeah, it's the other way around. Yeah, but it's like it's nice. It's one of the many income sources you can basically connect to your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So let's look back again. Like I think we covered most of the elements. What else are crucial elements? Like we of course keyword research, but I think it's a little bit too complex to go into this episode, like
Yeah.
strategies and methods.
Well, I think the
Um,
one thing that we want to emphasize here is the fact that, what you talked about actually, Ron, we talked in the past is this idea of this being like digital, like real estate, like digital assets,
yeah,
whenever we talk to people, they really like this idea that you create this piece of, digital real estate, like an asset, right? Your channel is also an asset. You publish it, and that video continuously brings you views and ad revenue, and then it also drives traffic to an external source of monetization. So really, when it comes down to it, right, the reason why this podcast, as you might have noticed, is called the YouTube Business Academy is because we approach content creation on YouTube as a business, right? We create channels where we upload high quality content that drives traffic, for example, to a specific affiliate And then here's the most beautiful thing. Your channel is an asset which has value to it. And if it's bringing in consistent income every month from ad revenue, from affiliates or whatever, guess what? You can then go ahead and sell this channel for a 2 or 3 year multiple and get a big payout without having to wait those years. So that's also another big thing, because people getting into that oftentimes they think like, oh, okay, great, I'm going to be making a couple of €1,000 or dollars per month. That's not life changing, sure. But if you put in, for example, the next 12 months or 24 months into building a really like branded, cool channel that brings in a lot of traffic and generates a lot of income, you can then, for example, if you want, you can sell that for $240,000 or $500,000, depending on, of course, how much value your channel has.
Yeah, that's right. But like in the beginning, like the returns on your investment are crazy if your videos rank and you're able to produce videos at like $3. Like I have a video. I have a video that generated me over $1,000, $800, $600, and the video costs are about $3, like something like that. So the return on investment, it's like for $1,000 video, it's over 300 and that's within 18 months. I've uploaded the video, and you're never getting such crazy ROI. And I'm not saying every video will rank and get so much, but at least 10-15% will rank high over time, which will make up for the losses. So basically, you can see it as an investment you make in a video. It will stay online forever, and the money will be made back. And especially what George just said, like you're building a digital asset. Also, because not all videos rank immediately on YouTube. Some videos can rank after 6 months or after 2 months, and a small percentage will never rank because the quality is not good or the keyword research was not good. But still, because so many videos can rank simultaneously, you have the same compound effect you would have with, for example, if you buy stocks, let's say, because if you publish like 100 videos every single month, like after 6 months, a couple of these videos will rank and your revenue will grow quickly. Like I was at certain moments that my YouTube revenue was growing between $500 to $1,000 every single month, while not me doing anything.
Yeah.
So that's also the biggest benefit of having such an asset. And indeed, you could eventually sell your asset, or you can buy more of these assets. I just bought also a new channel that is generating around $1,400 every single month. So you can also decide like to go the other way around. Instead of selling, you're going to acquire more channels, and you will build like a digital portfolio instead of real estate portfolio. Like real estate is getting really expensive now. You can just buy channels. So that's on the way to go. But it's like a more advanced strategy. But it's more like the long-term thing you need to have in your mind when you're dedicating your time to this before maybe like a couple years. That's the way you can go. Like you can sell YouTube channels for a couple $100,000 easily, especially because with search traffic, you have very reliable views and also income. So investors like reliable income. So selling is even easier.
It's called evergreen content. If you want to like kind of Google what it is, right? So evergreen means that people are always like, there's always consistent demand for this specific content, right? So we're creating evergreen searchable content. And by the way, this is not something that is like out of the ordinary or anything, right? If you're just stumbling across this, you can Google content websites, right? So it's a pretty big thing, right? I mean, it's called like digital assets, right? Like website like properties. So basically,
blogs, for example.
Yeah, like for example, back in the day, right before the YouTube days, it was content websites, right? So you would have a website, right? You would create different content, you would get organic traffic, right? You would get ad revenue from Google for having those ads on your website, and then you would also drive traffic to affiliate. So basically, it's the same thing, but in a video format, right? And YouTube, if you're just discovering this, is still kind of like the Wild West. It's not too saturated. So it's a really, really lucrative thing that a lot of people are getting into. And yeah, that's what we do. Content.
Exactly. And I think as maybe some more information, like if you got curious about all of this, like check all our previous episodes as well. because we basically fully break down what we've done to go to 7K a month now consistently. Like we've all documented everything. So
every single week, Ron and I show up to this podcast and we record, we talk. We invite you to subscribe. We invite you to check out all of our previous episodes. And for some of you out there who are interested in this business model, if you would like to apply to work with us, Ron and I, we run a private community where we have a very small amount of people who are dedicated to making this business work, right? It's exclusive, it's private, it's not open for everybody, right? If you would like to apply to see if you qualify, there's going to be a link down in the description of this show or this YouTube video. Click on it, check it out. I will show you a little bit behind the scenes, and then you can apply to work with us. And then we will see if we are a good fit. We might be able to help you.
Yes, and I want to quick add something small. If you're maybe not sure if making money online is something for you, I would suggest you watch our student interviews as well. George has done an interview with Jan. He's a 37-year-old, never made money online. And he's now in his 4th month of YouTube and making around $400 every month consistently. So check out those interviews as well to maybe get a better understanding of what we do. And apply to the community if this is something you like.
Yes. And remember, you need to learn how to make money while you sleep. Otherwise, you're going to be working for the rest of your life and never being able to enjoy your life.
I agree.
Yes, you learn how to make money while you sleep. That's the most important thing.
All right. Thanks for listening, people.
Yes. Thank you so much. And talk to you soon. Ciao.
Ciao.